what does Milwaukee need to do tonight to keep the series going?
Well, they need a little bit of both, Ryan, but when they've won, when they've looked good, they've done a great job defensively. They've held that team under 100 points twice, which is really difficult to do. So they need to defend better than they did in the second half. They did a good job in the first half, and they need a little more help. They need Chris Middleton to play like the all-star that he is. He had a good game. He needs to have a better game. They've been really good at five-serve for him. I think that's going to be important, and hopefully Kevin is not otherworldly in this one. The things he did were just incredible. I mean, he gets steals, rebounds. He's got the ability to put the ball on the floor. He beats him off the dribble. People say, well, why don't you do anything? There's a steal. He had 3 steals in the game. He had 10 assists. Those are we're talking. If one person did that, you'd talk about that. His defense was really good. He forced Giannis to, take the shot there, but he gets the rebound. But those 2 threes late in the game, when it's on the line. I mean, James Harden was stuck near half court in that play. He just comes up and grabs it and knocks it down. If he's in that zone again, it's a problem. Everybody wants to put Giannis on him. Giannis is going to stop him. Giannis fouled out to begin with. That's a tough cover, but Mike Budenholzer's got a better feel how many minutes Giannis can play him, if indeed he can play him at all. Seth can play him. I can't see anybody else who can guard him like that. Seth's the guy who could really do a job on him, Ryan, if they could just get him active.
I can rebound balls when he shoots because I can just stand underneath the net and kick it back out to him. I can warm him up. But, PJ, here's the deal. I'm not politically correct because I don't live in that NBA world. But I think there are 3 things that has to happen for the Bucks to win. And first and foremost, either they got to play ahead of the defense. If they can't play ahead of the defense, they got to move the ball and people. It sounds sophomoric, but when they move the ball and people and then force people to close out and can drive closeouts, like they play too much isolation basketball in the second half. It just doesn't make any sense. Someone needs to tell Giannis, you're not shooting threes. I understand you're the franchise. We're going to make you happy, but you're not shooting threes. You've got to attack. You can't shoot fadeaway jumpers on the left block when you get Harden on you. And then I think you got to make James Harden guard. I mean, like we saw Harden, he facilitated, did some great things. I'd like to try to make him guard on a ball reversal, attack him a little bit. And then, in the fourth quarter, I don't think you start the game, but in the fourth quarter, you got to go good on good. Because Durant's just different. And I understand you can use Giannis as a help defender, and he can impact the game as a help defender, but at the end of the game, he was Defensive Player of the Year. Won't you want to take your best defender, if he's not in foul trouble, and you can't wear him out in the first 3 quarters, and say, you know what? We're going to guard you, and we're going to even give you help, maybe. Does that make any sense? Again, I don't live in your world, but if this was a college game, that's what I would be thinking.
And guys, I want to jump in just real quick on Harden, because watching that game, you just got the sense that they weren't troubled with his ability to shoot. He was hurt. It looked like he was maybe hurting a little bit. He was used much more as a decoy. PJ, how much do you play him tonight if he's available? Or do you go with somebody else who might just be a little bit more healthy?
Well, Ryan, I think that's a big discussion they're having right now, whether you could even make the case for let's not play him. Let's not play him now. He's dinged up. Let's try and get him healthy. Maybe we even get lucky. Maybe we win without him, and he gets a couple more days rest for the next series. They played him 46 minutes the other night, which was unbelievable. Some of those ISOs that Seth talked about were the Bucks trying to go against him. They were trying to get that switch they wanted, and then they went after him. But first half, he really looked out of sorts. Offensively, never looked like James Harden. But he had the assists, he had the rebounds, and he had a couple of stops. That play late in the game that we had on before when Giannis settled. He had James down on that left block, and he settled for the fadeaway jump shot. I think what he did being on the floor was more important than what he did on the floor.
Okay, real quick, guys. I'll ask you first, Seth. Who wins?
I think the Nets win. I really do. I think, to me, it's Durant. The guy's
okay, you got
different.
the Nets. You got
Bucks.
the Nets. PJ, who do you have?
Bucks at home. The home court's been big. They've been too good all year. They'll find a way to win it.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.